Game 6 of the NBA Finals. The New Orleans Pelicans are down 2-3 with the opportunity to prove themselves to the league, their fans, and most importantly, themselves. It's a pivotal must-win battle against the Atlanta Hawks. The NBA postseason coming up next.
The championship could be claimed right here. Folks, it is electric in the arena for this Game 6 of the NBA Finals. So glad you could join us for it. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Reza Shea is out there with Martin. Then it's James. And it's Clemens in at the 5 spot. And for the Pelicans, Marks is out there with Scotty Barnes. Then it's King. Then it's Charles Bassey. And it's Flanders in at the 2 spot. Take a look at the Hawks. Here they are. They stand just 1 win away from an NBA title. But their opponents and these fans are going to have something to say. About that.
Yeah, let's not fit them for rings just yet. This is a tough environment to play in. It's going to take every bit of focus and effort they have if they want to win.
As he pulls it in.
You can't play better defense than that, patrolling that mid-range area.
King, the pass to Barnes. Here's Bassett. Just 5 to shoot. Shot from the wing. King's shot is off.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Here's Topcar. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. And just about a minute into the first quarter. James. Marks grabs the board. King outside. Pass to Marks. Here's Flanders. King outside. Just 5 on the clock.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
Pelicans shooting their first free throws of the game.
At the line for your Pelicans, King taking 2 shots.
The first one falls. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Pass to Reza Shea. Martin kicks to James. They set the pick beyond the arc. Pelicans with the rebound. It came out on top in their last match on Wednesday.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
Well, it comes down to preparation. They were ready for that game and kept the crowd out of it for the most part.
So it's Atlanta following the score by New Orleans. To the left wing. It's tipped.
Yeah, a bit of a slow start here. They're 0 for 4 to begin the game.
King outside. Pass to Barnes. Barnes the screen. Driving inside. The 17-footer. Offensive rebound. Here's Marks. Kick out to King. Right side, Martin. Ricochet with it to the middle. Here's Clemens from the arc. The Hawks again can't hit.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
King's shot is off.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
James the pass to Martin. To the wing on the left. Bounce pass from Ricochet. To the inside. Here's Clemens, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Pass to Flanders. They set the pick. Here's the drive. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
On the wing, James. Hands it from downtown.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Now King. Out to the right wing. Here's Flanders. Back to King. There's the three. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Pass to Clemens. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Well-placed pass in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Pelicans. Both teams deciding to change it up. Let's take a look at the players who have pulled down the most rebounds during this postseason. Take a look at Slim. No doubt one of the most efficient rebounders in the game. Anderson with it. Guarded by Ricochet. Here's Peters. Not enough on that one as it misses. The Hawks trail. Ricochet with it. Still yet to score. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Now here's King. Pass to Flanders. And the Pelicans miss again. Hawks have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Back to James. Down low. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Pass to Whitehead. 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. And Blackman pulls it down.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Flanders misses.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Topcar. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in.
He hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now. Back
to King. Pass to Henderson. Uncovered. Shot's good by Flanders. And it's a 4-point Pelican lead.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
And Atlanta calls their first timeout of the game. Okongwu's checked in for the Hawks. Atlanta with the ball. King with the steal. Now the fast break. King with the ball. Shot's good by Flanders. Flanders has got 9 points.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Okongwu with a screen on Henderson. Here's Rizachet. Here's Whitehead. Drops in the tray.
Defensively, if you're going to disrupt his rhythm, you have to put more pressure on him.
Here's Peters, and the layup's good off the glass. Peters has got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's Topcar. James wide open. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
King, the pass to Black. Back to King. New Orleans moving the ball around. Peters kicks to Anderson. Shot clock at 5. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. No coverage that time. And the Pelicans lead by 5.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And there it is for them.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. The Pelicans making a switch here. Garrett's checked in. Here's Flanders. He's got 9. Henderson outside. They set the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for New Orleans?
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
And I've really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
So he gets them both. And here's Daniels. James outside. Okongwu with the screen for James. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Henderson outside. Off target with his 3.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
James kicks to Daniels. Shot clock at 6. Atlanta needs to get off the shot here. James, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Flanders. No good from outside.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Left side, Daniels. It's rebounded by New Orleans. King's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Blackman. There's a screen. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And so it's Daniels who brings up the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. They trail by 3. Whitehead's shot is off. Pelicans shooting 47% from the field to start things off. King, the pass to Flanders. Back to King. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Daniels dishes to Okongwu. James outside. Pass to Clemens. Yes! It's James picking up the assist. Clemson's got 8 points.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Pelicans lead by 3. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And we're back. Good to have you with us for 2K Sports coverage of Game 6. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans? Kings check in for New Orleans. Atlanta making a switch here. And so in the game for the Hawks, they got Dyson Daniels. Also, James out there. Okongwu is out there with Martin. And it's Clemens in at the power forward position. Sinks the three-pointer.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Henderson with a screen on Daniels. Henderson, no one around him. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. He has 6.
Well, after a bad start, he looks like a different player right now.
There's the pick. Here's Daniels. And it's King with the rebound. King's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Marks. Hasn't made one yet. King outside. From down in the low post, it goes. And now a 9-point New Orleans lead.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. And on the screen now is the 2K leaderboard with a rundown of this postseason's assist leader. Take a look at Slim, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists. Pass to Blackman. And here is King. Barnes, screen on Daniel. Here's Marks. Now here's Barnes. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Martin, the pass to Daniels. Here's Clemens. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got 4 assists now tonight.
Playing from behind right here. Not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now.
Another good play. This is how... They built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Now here's King. He has 6. Henderson outside. Now here's Barnes. Guarded closely. And that one is good. Barnes has got his second bucket tonight.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Now Daniels. To the paint and stolen by Barnes. In the corner, Henderson with it. Lets it go from deep. And another 3 for New Orleans.
Yeah, he's picking it up here in the second quarter after a slow start.
Pass to Martin. Martin the screen. Outside Daniel. Here's Clemens. Atlanta again missing.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
Back to Henderson. New Orleans moving it around. Here's Marks. James covering. Fires the three. Marks, no good. The Hawks trail by 15. Daniels with it. To end the cold streak, and the three ball is good. Daniels has got 5.
The Aussie Daniels finding his stroke from 3.
Henderson outside. Back to King. He takes it in, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Dyson Daniel. For New Orleans, they have been perfect so far from the free throw line. 6 for 6. First free throw is good.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Charles Massey, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Toumani Camara comes in for Henderson. The Hawks trail by 14. Atlanta calls timeout. Out to the right wing. Okongwu a screen. Pocket 6 to the middle. And Okongwu slams it in.
Well, if you're going to let him get that close to the rim, that's what's going to happen. Leaving no room for error with the slam.
Here's Camara. And here is King. The kick out to Barnes. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by the Hawks. Daniels has got his 5th rebound in this one. Screen by James. Goes up the baseline, and nothing seems to work as that one misses, and he's 0 for 5. Pass to King. Here's Marks for 3. And the rebound goes to Martin. Martin's got his 4th rebound in this one. And here is James. Again, the Hawks score.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
King, the pass to Bessie. Pass to Camara. Here's Marks. He's covered by Daniels. Marks, no good.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not. A minute 50 left now here in the second.
Here's Topcar. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
And doing a much better job from 3. Point range than they were in the first. It's gonna help them chip away at that lead.
Bassey finds Barnes. Back to Bassey. Barnes screen on Daniel. Trying to get something going. King's shot is off. The Hawks trail by 7. Back to Martin. Pass to Daniel. 14 feet away. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
And the shot goes in. Barnes has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And right where he wants to be. It's so dangerous letting Barnes get inside like that.
Here's Topcar. Got a hand on it. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's Marks. From outside, off the mark.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
So the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selection. You have to be set up for success.
We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the half. They set the pick. Fires for three. That one's not going to go. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We come back right after this.
Please direct your attention to center court. Get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please. All right, their best man up the shot.
Hello, basketball fans. Halfway through this Game 6, and so far it's been a good one for the New Orleans Pelicans.
I mean, when you go inside and impose your will this way, you're delivering a gut punch.
Yeah, there's a whole other half to go, but the way they're winning this makes them the heavy favorite now. Checking out how the Hawks are doing in this series. They are on the cusp of closing out this series. You think they'll get it done, big fella?
You smell that, Ernie? It smells like barbecue chicken, and I know they smell it too.
Good teams that have that switch, they can flip it and close a game out. Don't hang around and play with your food. Go in and finish it.
Guys are making me hungry. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And we're back with you as these two teams do battle in their quest for an NBA championship. Pelicans leading by 7. They've got Marks. Charles Bassey is out there with Scotty Barnes. Then it's King, and it's Flanders in at the two-guard spot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
6 on the shot clock, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Let's take this chance now to show you the list of the postseason scoring leaders. Take a look at Slim, among the league leaders, 4th in scoring.
And he's taken off on a tremendous scoring streak at the perfect time. I mean, obviously, he's established himself as a premier playoff performer.
Here's Flanders for 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. Martin's got his 6th rebound on the night. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Tavkar connects from 3-point range. 8 points for him.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
There's the screen. King, the pass to Bassey. Barnes outside, out left to the wing. Here's King, and no good. Trying to use the glass. Pass to Martin. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Marks grabs the board.
Sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing. On that possession, they were all over him on the perimeter.
King inside, off on the layup. The Hawks trail by 6. King with the block. to Flanders. Here's Bassett. To the inside. Here's King. Martin knocks it away. For Atlanta, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. 6 to shoot. Rizachet with it. Barnes on him. Rejected by Barnes.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And this is postseason play at its finest, refusing to give up shots here in the playoffs.
Pelicans leading by 6. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. To the right side. Here's James. 10 points for him. Count it. 10 points for him.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
The Pelicans shooting well. They're at 45%. Flanders the pass to Bassi. Here's Barnes. Guarded by Rizachet. Can they get it? And that one's good, Bassi. And the Pelicans lead by 6.
Barnes really just forcing the D to commit. They chose him, and boy, did he make him pay.
On the wing, James. Here's the pick. Just 5 on the clock. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. James has got 12.
Well, maybe the defense thinks they can live with that, but he's pretty consistent from that mid-range area.
Bassi, the pass to Barnes. Looking for Bassi. He gets it there. King, left side. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Some changes for New Orleans. Garrett, he's checked in for Charles Bassi. Henderson comes in for Scotty Barnes. And it's Dort in for Marks. Tavkov. Henderson defending. On the wing, James. Shoots from the elbow. Pelicans pull it in. Now King. He's got 8. Pass to Garrett. And here's Henderson. Guarded by Rizachet. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Here's Flanders. Here's King. Here's Flanders, and stolen by James. Inside. And the shot is good. The Pelican lead has been cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Martin.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside. And you talk about fighting your way back into a game. They've shown a lot of grit in this comeback.
Yeah, there is no quit in this team. Making up for that slow start with great composure and determination.
Pass to Rizichet. Martin with the screen for Rizichet. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
King, the pass to Flanders. Anderson looking it over. Rizichet with the steal. Pass to James. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Topcar. Off target from outside. New Orleans has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Outside, Dort. King inside. To the wing right side. Flanders. They need this one, and it's Garrett in the corner. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Hawks.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And also, guys, the confidence to keep taking the three. It's been falling, so they've got to keep going back to it.
Whitehead's checked in for Martin, and Slim picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, they've handed their lead right over this quarter with the turnovers.
The Hawks leading. James with it. 13 points in the game. Out to the right wing. Here's the screen. Down low. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. 2 teammates not on the same wavelength there.
King outside. Pass to Flanders. Henderson with a screen on James. Now, here's Dort. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Pelicans have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. The Hawks have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. There's a screen. That 3 off the mark.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Pass to Flanders. And the Pelicans miss again. And here's Atlanta. They're on a 12-4 run right now. King with the steal. With the floater, Clemens with the rebound. King against James. Pass to Clemens. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Garrett's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. King outside. And here is Dort. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Whitehead. Henderson defending. To the middle. Here's Clemens. After Rizichet. Offline with his 3.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
The Hawks trail by 3. Here's Clemens. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
To the paint. And Reza ships the bucket on the assist by James. James has got his 7th assist here tonight. Henderson. Rebound, Atlanta.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
1:24 left in the third. 5 on the clock. Fires from deep. Dort grabs the miss.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
And here is King. He's got 10. And he lays it straight in. King's got 4 points in the quarter.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
Inside, here's Topcar. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got his 8th assist in the game. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. And the Hawks making a change here. The Pelicans trail. Kings check in for Henderson. On the court right now for the Hawks, we've got Zachary Rizache. He's out there with Martin, and it's Clemens in at the 5, down low. Here's King, pass to Blackman. That shot off. Hawks have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Here's Topcar, hits it from 3-point range.
Good awareness from Daniels there to read the floor and see the ready scorer.
Barnes outside. Back to King. 5 to shoot. And that one's good. Barnes.
Just tough, gritty play there by Barnes. That's how you deal with physicality.
Pass to Clemens. On the wing, Daniels. Here's Clemens. A baseline change. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. New Orleans has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the 4th quarter. To the left side wing. Here's Flanders. No good from outside.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively... Oh,
he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play, brought to you by AT&T. It's Martin on the wing. They set the screen. Pulls up. Clemens passes to Martin. Here's Topcar. Drains it from beyond the arc. 20 points for him.
Well, coming out of the half, he's been much more aggressive, helping them space the floor.
Pass to Flanders. They get it again. Out to the wing. Here's Marks. Hits the three-point bomb. Marks has got 9 points here in the second half.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Timeout, Hawks. the Hawks making a change here. James is checked in. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hi, guys. Over that break, I was able to catch the message the Hawks coach was giving to his team. And coach challenged the team, asking them to bring the fight inside, telling them to play with pride, telling the team, you're getting bullied near the hoop. Let's see if it works, guys.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Pass to Clemens. Over Barnes. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. New Orleans leading by 3. So let's toss it over to the sideline for a report on Okongwu. So, Allie, what's the word?
I chatted briefly with the head athletic trainer for Atlanta. I was told it's a knee sprain, not great news by any stretch, but luckily it wasn't anything major. There will be no return to the floor tonight, and it sounds like recovery period is going to last a little longer than they were hoping for. Guys?
Allie, thanks as always. We appreciate the report.
Yeah, we put so much effort into injury prevention in the NBA, but injuries are still going to happen. That's just the unfortunate part of the game.
After Rizichet. Here's Clemens, covered by Barnes. It's Martin on the wing to take the lead. And it's King with the rebound. King's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. And he slams it one-handed.
Going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. So it's Atlanta now. 4-point game. After Rizichet. Sinks that one from the post.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
Launches it. 3. Good.
Well, that's his first 3 here in the second half. Gotta think he'd like a few more of those.
King with the steal. Here he goes. A huge two-handed slam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Timeout, Hawks. Shot clock at 5. He's off from 3. Pelicans leading by 7. With the floater. And it doesn't go. Atlanta's gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter. We've got 1:55 left in the game. The 10-foot jumper hits. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
Here's Barnes. Shot clock at 6. Jumper is off. Outside. 1:19 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Takes the 3. Does not go.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. I mean, he's just making the D look foolish. I mean, that was one heck of a move to get himself the space he needed to operate.
And how about the slam to finish it off? Not too shabby either.
This has reached desperation time for him.
It's not going to be easy now. They're going to need just about everything to go right from this point on.